Let me introduce you to my old friend, my Procrastination Monster. He's been with me for as long as I can remember, always lurking in the background, waiting for the perfect moment to appear. He wasn't scary. In fact, he was comforting, always whispering, "You can do it later. You deserve a break." His voice was soft, almost soothing, making it so easy to listen and give in. We'd binge shows together, scroll endlessly through social media, and call it strategic resting. It felt like we were making smart choices, taking care of ourselves, when really, we were just avoiding what needed to be done.
We're just charging up for that big push, eventually. There was always this promise that tomorrow would be different, that we'd suddenly find the energy to tackle everything at once.
But later is a fantasy. Every time Leo listened, he borrowed happiness from his future, racking up stress and anxiety that would only hit harder down the line. The monster justified every delay. "You're too tired. The conditions aren't perfect. You'll be more productive if you wait just a little longer."
Why rush? You'll be better tomorrow. There's always more time, right? That's what the monster wanted us to believe.
What Leo didn't see, every postponed task fed the monster, making him bigger and harder to ignore. Each delay was like giving him a treat, and he grew stronger with every excuse. The monster started as a harmless pet, but he was slowly becoming the master, taking over more and more of Leo's life.
I thought I was in control, but really I was just making the monster stronger, giving him the power to decide what I did and when.
The cycle was simple, so easy to fall into, and so hard to break. Comfort now, chaos later. The promise of ease in the moment always led to panic and regret down the road. And the monster loved it. The more I gave in, the cozier he became, wrapping me up in his fuzzy embrace, making it harder to escape. Procrastination gives the illusion of control. You choose comfort over struggle, and it feels empowering. For a moment, it's like pressing pause on life's demands, convincing yourself you're in charge of your own time. The world can wait, you tell yourself, as you sink into the soft embrace of inaction.
See? You're calling the shots. You'll get to it when you're ready. There's a strange satisfaction in believing you're the master of your schedule, even if it's just for a little while.
My monster made avoidance feel like freedom, but it was a trap. Every time I walked away, I felt a rush of liberation, but deep down, a quiet unease always lingered.
The comfort zone is a padded cell. The world moves on, deadlines close in, and tasks linger, casting a shadow over your peace. What once felt safe soon becomes suffocating, as the weight of what you're avoiding grows heavier with every passing hour.
We'd celebrate every delay, but the relief was always temporary. The laughter faded quickly, replaced by a creeping sense of dread as reality caught up.
The comfort is a mirage. The more you avoid, the more anxiety grows. Each task left undone multiplies in your mind, turning small worries into overwhelming burdens.
My monster never mentioned the hidden fees, the stress, the panic, the regret. Every moment of comfort was borrowed time, and the interest was steep.
Procrastination sells you peace now, but the bill always comes due. The longer you delay, the higher the price you pay in lost time and mounting pressure.
I was walking deeper into the desert, chasing an oasis that wasn't real. Each step promised relief, but only led me further from where I needed to be.
The comfort of doing nothing is the most expensive comfort there is. It drains your energy, your confidence, and your peace of mind, leaving you with nothing but regret.
And I was hooked. The cycle was addictive, each escape making it harder to break free. But the monster was just getting started. The real cost was yet to come, and I was about to find out just how high the price could be.
Eventually, the monster outgrew the couch and took over the room.
Waking up meant facing a mountain of unfinished tasks and a monster sitting on my chest. I was paralyzed, ashamed to start, scared to keep ignoring it.
Procrastination erodes self-respect. Every broken promise chips away at your confidence. The monster's whispers turned cruel. "You're lazy, you're a failure."
I believed him. The shame made me freeze, which only made things worse.
The cycle fed itself. More shame, more avoidance, more power for the monster.
My work, relationships, and mental health all suffered.
The monster had won, eclipsing Leo's sense of power and hope.
I felt small, helpless, and defeated. My breaking point came on a Tuesday, with a big presentation due and nothing done. The monster was huge, laughing at my panic. I felt like a fraud, ready to fail. But in my panic, I got angry, not just at myself, but at the monster. I realized he only had power because I fed him.
The monster starves when you act, no matter how small the action.
I didn't need to defeat him in one battle. I just had to stop feeding him. So I made a deal. I'd open a new PowerPoint and give it a title. That's it. S2. Media. Anxious person at computer hesitating to type. Young adult biting lip, looking at screen nervously. Nervous.
One tiny step and the monster flinched.
He got just a little bit smaller. That was my turning point. My new strategy? Fight the giant monster with tiny weapons, the 5-minute rule. I set a timer, just 5 minutes on the task. I started with the title slide, my name, the date. When the timer went off, I wanted to keep going.
Starting is the hardest part. Each 5-minute chunk starved the monster a bit more.
I set the timer again. 5 more minutes, a few more slides. It wasn't much, but it was more than 0.
The monster's power is greatest before you start. Break the task down. Take one step.
Anyone can do 5 minutes.
This trick bypasses fear and builds momentum.
Every 5-minute win made the monster shrink.
I was taking back control, one tiny action at a time. The monster was losing his hold. Want to shrink your own monster? Here's your toolkit.
First, make it small. Break the task into the tiniest possible step. Second, use a timer. 5, 2, or even 1 minute. It's a short race you know you can finish. Third, celebrate the win. Say it out loud, do a fist pump. Reward yourself.
These tools dismantle the monster's power. Small steps break paralysis. Timers get you started, and celebration rewires your brain.
You're not slaying a dragon, just putting a stray cat on a diet.
This isn't about overnight transformation. It's about building trust with yourself, one action at a time.
The monster only has the power you give him.
It's time to put him on a diet.
Start small, use a timer, celebrate, repeat.
That's how you win, one tiny step at a time. The monster isn't gone, not completely. It still lingers in the background, but it's not as scary as it once was. Now he's smaller, a grumpy hamster, not a beast. He's still there, but he's manageable, almost harmless.
I don't argue or negotiate with him anymore. I just act, without overthinking or letting doubt creep in. 5 minutes, 1 step, and he shrinks a little more each time. It's amazing how quickly things change.
You can do this too. You have the same power inside you, waiting to be used. Your monster is just like mine, big at first, but it gets smaller with every action you take. Right now, think about it. What's one thing you've been putting off, even if it feels tiny or silly? Think of the smallest step you could take. It doesn't have to be big to count. Maybe it's just putting on your shoes, opening a website you've been avoiding, or even finding a phone number you need to call. The first step is always the hardest, but it's also the most important.
Set a timer for 5 minutes and just start. Don't worry about finishing, just begin. Notice how you feel after, even if it's just a little bit lighter or more hopeful.
That's your power coming back. That's victory, no matter how small it seems. Share your 5-minute victory in the comments below. You never know who you might inspire to take their own first step.
Let's create a wave of action together, one tiny win at a time. Every small victory adds up.
Your turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Take that first step now.
The monster shrinks every time you act, every time you choose to move forward. And you grow stronger, more confident, and ready for the next challenge. Total word count. 105 words. Each scene now lists the number of lines. Fluff removed, scenes tightened, and the script is ready for a dynamic, engaging video.